especially thank Brother C.L. Jackson, who's standing here with me, a great man of God, and Alice Patterson. They both have been with me and prayed with me and supported me through the years. Pastor, we stood in your church one day and we got on our knees and a moment of powerful prayer, and I just thank you both for being here with me. And like all of you, I love this country deeply. Thank you all for being here. And indeed, the only thing that you love more is the living Christ. But our hearts do break for those who suffer, those afflicted by the loss of loved ones, the pain of addiction, the strife that they may find at home, those who have lost jobs, who have lost their homes, people who have lost hope, those who cannot see the light in the midst of all the darkness. But because we know a loving God, we know the greatest darkness comes just before the morning. We know a loving God, and we know the darkness that He takes care of and wipes away. We know there is hope for those who trust in Him, who fills our hearts with joy and gives us life. This God who knows our imperfections, He didn't leave us to live a life in our sins, but paid the price for them. He who knew no sin, He gave His life a ransom for many. This loving and perfect God is also a personal God. He desires not a show of religion, but a deep connection with our innermost being. His agenda is not a political agenda. His agenda is a salvation agenda. Brother C.L., you and I have had this conversation. He is a wise God, and He's wise enough to not be affiliated with any political party. Wise enough not to be affiliated with any man-made institutions. He's calling all Americans of all walks of life to seek Him, to return to Him, to experience His love and His grace and His acceptance, experience a fulfilled life regardless of the circumstances. I want you to join with me as I share His Word with you. From the book of Joel, we're going to hear this a number of times today. But in the second chapter, those verses 12 through 17, it says, "Even now, declares the Lord, return to me with all your heart, with fasting, weeping, and mourning. Rend your heart, not your garments. Return to the Lord your God, for He is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, abounding in love. He relents from sending calamity." Who knows? he may turn and relent and leave behind a blessing. Grant offerings and drink offerings.